G'day guys, Jason here from Northside Marine, looking at another beautiful Surtees. This is a fresh customer order that's just arrived from the factory, and I just want to talk to you about a couple of different things today, and not the same things that we usually talk about. So this one's very well optioned, as you'll clearly see when you look over the boat. But a couple of things that a lot of people don't know is that you've also got several different options with paint. So this one here, this is in a candy apple red, and this one's got the painted side and painted cabin as well, but not a painted roof. Okay, you do have options to go for painted side, painted cabin and painted roof, or you can go painted side, painted roof and clear coat cabin. So there's several different options you can pick there with regards to paint. A lot of people like to have it just a plain clear coat on the cabin, and what I've done with my actual own personal boat, which we'll have a review coming for very shortly, I've just done a painted side and a painted roof and left the cabin clear coat, which actually just looks like white paint. So it's a little bit different, it stands out, and the beauty of it is because it's all clear coated, it'll never lose that nice silver finish. It won't tarnish in salt water or nothing like that. It'll stay looking nice and silver like that. The bow rails and the bowsprit are right at the very moment. The other big things with Surtees particularly, you look at the build quality, like you look at the quality of the workmanship in the welding here. So a lot of people don't realise that how much work goes into this. So this is all hand done. This is not machine done, okay? So basically what Surtees do, they're not a production line boat. So one welder starts the boat and welds the boat from basically start right the way to finish. So you get, not only do you get consistency in the welds, but you also get the welder taking real ownership of the product that he's producing, and there's a real sense of pride at the factory about what they actually produce. So it's a little bit different to a lot of other brands that are just a standard construction line, and then they have several different people working on the boat, whereas Surtees is not like that at all. So they are a little bit more expensive due to that fact, just because you basically have one guy that starts it and that same guy finishes it. And on the actual back of the boat, which not a lot of people know about, the welder actually signs his initials underneath the rear platform. So this is a special thing from Surtees. If you have a look under here, just tucked up here, you'll see looks like a JJ under there. So the welder actually signs the boat when he's finished it. So it's totally different to a lot of other builds. When we were talking about paint before, the other area that you can also paint the rear cages and the transom panels and top sides. So that's another paint option. So really you've got quite a few different paint options, and you can really customize the boat to exactly what you want. Obviously this boat does have a lot of optional extras on it, but one of the ones that I really want to point out to you is this fantastic set of custom stairs that Surtees have done for this client. So they've gone, this is all integrated into the rear cage. So the standard is just standard round rungs that go across the ladder. This one, we had a particular request from a client to actually do 20 centimetre wide steps for his wife to get up on the boat. So really special thing, really customised, all covered in Nylac, so clear coat so it won't ever tarnish, but also with nice C-deck panels put on top for grip as well. And the beauty of this is just folds up and clips up into the boat exactly like that. So really, really nice. And the beauty of dealing with Surtees is that if you want some little customized things done like that, with discussions with the factory, it's usually not too difficult to accommodate for. So that's another thing as well. Obviously on this boat we've got a lot of different features. We've got twin rear floodlights on this boat. We've got the twin aeration hatches in the roof as this boat's heading up north to North Queensland. Twin U-rail icebox seats in here as well, so twin ice boxes, 70 litre ice boxes. And so aside from the additional features, probably the other things that a lot of people don't know about Surtees is that they do, a lot of things are standard with Surtees. So for instance, this bait board with 4 rod holders and a drawer internally, that's all standard from the factory. That's not an optional extra. Same with the live bait tank here in the transom walkthrough, and the transom walkthrough itself is a standard feature as well. So the live bait tank walkthrough is standard feature, as is the slide up door. It slides up in the middle there. So that's all a standard feature from Surtees. All the alloy rod holders are all standard on the boat. The rocket launcher is standard on the boat as well. So it's actually a removable rocket launcher on all the 650 models. Because of the height of the boat, they actually have to take that rocket launcher off when they ship it to put it in the container to get it in and out. So, whereas in New Zealand, it's all fully welded up the top there. Well, we're just inside the 650 Game Fisher now, and it's really well appointed, this boat. So this is a Helmmaster boat, so it's going to have the full Yamaha Helmmaster with joystick and autopilot functionality. So if you have a look over the seat here, you've basically got the Helmmaster dash setup, which is this flat dash, which allows for fitting not only of the binnacle control, but also fitting of the joystick control for the Helmmaster. They also have the new phone holders coming in the boats as well. So that'll basically hold your phone while you're traveling along on the water. So that's a pretty cool new feature. And all of the boats, all of the Surtees Game Fisher models come standard with VHF radio and aerial, which is just here. So they just run the Garmin product on their boats. Now this one is also fitted with the anchor winch, which is basically just down here, and your circuit breakers there for that as well. And then further over here, you've got a stereo, so Fusion stereo, and you've got the electro tab panel there as well that you can actually see. And all of your switches are all backlit, so they're all laser etched, and they're all backlit switches. So at night time, there's blue light that shines from behind the pictures and the wording, so you can actually see everything at night to turn on what you need to. And then on the dash, obviously massive dash there to put in, say, a 16-inch screen will fit in there fine, a 16-inch Garmin 8416. And then obviously on the dash there, you've also got compass, which is a factory option. Not a lot of people get compasses anymore, but I think they definitely are an advantage on a foggy morning or whatnot. They do definitely come into their own. Twin wipers on this boat too, and then also there's a shade extension that is to go on the back of this boat as well. So twin roof hatches as well for aeration, so they're all up the top there. And then full cabin lighting as well, so rear floodlights, internal cabin lighting there. And then at the back of the boat, full sea deck right the way throughout, as I mentioned earlier. And then you've got battery storage in here as well. So all your batteries get stored right in here. So they're right below, off the floor, and out of the way of any spray or anything like that. So they're really well protected when you're traveling along. So no matter how rough the weather gets, they'll always stay very well protected. And then internally in here, you've just basically got your fuel filtration, which, as this boat's not fitted up yet, there's only the filter showing there at the moment. And then other features, obviously when you pick the sea deck option, you get sea deck inside all of the gunnels, and the foot of the gunnels, also the coamings is all sea deck as well. So, and this one here, this is just a storage box on the top side for whatever you want to store, fishing tackle, lures, whatnot. And then this particular one, this is a specific order. We've got these sections cut out of the sea deck. That's actually for deck winch plates to be mounted there, so they can plug into the gunnel and use deck winches either side of the boat. So that's something that's been particularly asked for. Also too, there's some actual side clears that go in here. So they just haven't been fitted yet, but they go right the way in there just to give you a little bit more protection when you're traveling, particularly if you've got rain coming from the side or whatnot. So as I say, this is a very well appointed boat. Lots of options ticked on this one, but due to be going up to its new owner up north very shortly by the end of the month. But if you've got any questions on any of the Surtees range or any of our boat brands, feel free to give us a call and we'd be happy to talk to you about it. Thanks guys.